Oh. 1:50 in the morning, and I look like a fool. These things keep your ears really warm, though. They're nice. Ugh. Okay, so, construction stories, number 14. Whatever. Totally doing so good, guys. Leaving early tonight. Normally I get off at 2, but we got off at 1 because we had a barbecue today. I was late. It's really sad because that didn't let me eat as much food as I wanted to. The thing with that is that they eat. You get there and there's food there, and so the guys eat the food, but then the smart ones are like, hey, there's food here. And if there's food here for free, that means I don't have to pay. What? And so they take like Ziploc baggies and make a couple of burgers and toss them in there, then take them, and then they use them as lunch and snacks for the rest of the night. Pretty freaking smart. But as we're leaving, I'm just kind of standing there waiting for the boss to come by so he can let me go. And I see this carpenter like shutting a box or something, and I'm like, I'm bored. I go over, hey man, nice hammer. It's a mighty fine one. And it's this huge hammer that's like this long. Looks like it weighs, looks like the head of it weighs 1.5 pounds. Nice old long wooden handle. It's a good hammer, you know. So, I mean, I kind of know the guy, kind of totally don't. I'm kind of just screwing around because I'm bored. I'm like, mighty fine hammer you got there. And then he thinks for a split second, you can see the ha, you should see my other one. And that's the level of wit they have here. It's so good. It's so good that I can just like say something like that, and they can throw something back, and then I can throw something out again. I didn't have anything to say after that. All I said was, oh, ding ding, right answer. I didn't actually say that. I said something else, but it was funny. Another thing that happens is we have a big area that we do most of our work in, right? And then there's this huge road that's like 3 lanes wide, and people go by at like 50 miles an hour just because it's almost like a highway, but it just is in the middle of nowhere. And that's kind of why they go so fast, is because it's in the middle of nowhere, and you usually don't get in trouble for that. But anyways, on the other side of the road is another big yard and the main office, and this yard holds all the crap that would be over here, but they need the room for it over here, so they move it over there. And so you have to go out and have 2 guys stand on either side of the road, and they flag. So the guy gets in a forklift, and he picks up whatever he's picking up, and he comes out, and he stops there, and they're like, you're clear across, and they stand there with their little stop signs, and then he crosses over, and just back and forth, back and forth. So what was happening tonight is that there was this giant, so the pontoons we build need forms to get poured in that manner. And they're gigantic pontoons, so they have gigantic forms. So it's this giant, I don't even know how to explain it. It's like 40, do you have an average size house? Okay, it's as wide as your house is tall, and about twice as long, okay? And so these guys are just, there's this machine that's called like a heister or a Leister or something. I swear it's German. It's got to be German. And they just pick it up and they're moving it back and forth. And so it's this giant machine that could literally just run over a tank. Like, this thing could smash through a bank's vault safe just because it's a big machine designed to do big things. And that means it's ridiculously powerful, and you need to stay out of the way, otherwise you die. And so it's carrying stuff back and forth, and I'm on the radio, and like, it cleared across, and then they come across, and then you hear a little, thank you, and you're like, what? And you look up, and you see in this giant machine that's like 30 feet tall, the person operating it is this like sweet little like 20-something-year-old lady who could be on the cover of a fashion magazine, and you're like, what? How? I don't get it. So it's just kind of interesting. Like I think all the girls, all the people operating the lifts except for one. There's 4 people. All of them, besides a guy, are girls, and it's just kind of weird because they're all like 20s, 30s, and moderately attractive, and you're just kind of like, huh. It's kind of weird that you're operating a machine that you could totally run over me with. Anyways, that's all I got for tonight. I'm going to go take a shower and go to sleep. Hope you have a great night. Good night, guys.